Kingsby. We gonna sit down with Money for a little while, man, and Money gonna let us know, man, what it takes for him to do the things that he do in the business that he does it, and how he keep people laughing from the jokes that he spit every night.
Yeah, definitely.
So T Dot, baby, how the industry treating you these days, Cat?
The industry treating me terrible. The industry ain't even treating me yet. I'm still out here grinding, man. No, it's okay, man. I'm having a great time. I ain't even gonna lie. I did things that I never dreamed I would ever do, and I'm still going. So you know, it's been pretty good.
Yeah, that's evident too, because we came out for your show with legendary hamburger.
With hamburger.
Yeah,
see, that's another example. That's a nigga I was watching on Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah.
And then to be on stage with him, man, you know, I cherish those them epic moments for me. You know, it ain't really, you know, I mean, I ain't finna say it ain't about the money. That's what I'm chasing. But them moments are precious, and I appreciate them all. I don't take it for granted at all. So,
no question about that.
So let's talk about it, man. Like, how did you get into, like, how did all of this, like, this comedian and your acting, like, how did all of this comedian stuff start? Like, man. You know, like, what made you want to start doing comedy?
I got layers. I was telling y'all about the layers before we started. But how I, like, actually really got into it is crazy. All right, I was always funny, okay? I was always a funny motherfucker, but seeds don't really grow in bad soil. You gotta have the right people around you or the right stuff around you to pull that out of you. You know, for most people, some people great, super great can do it, but I was always funny and all of that. But when it really hit is when I came home from the military. I went to the military and shit, you know, and I came home in like 2004, I think. And my mother-in-law at the time was dating a guy who do comedy. No bullshit. And I wasn't into it now. I just came home from Iraq and shit. I was trying to be a blue nose worker and get back, you know, all of that shit. But he used to always come over. He was cracking jokes, doing shows, and my mother-in-law, shout out to my mother-in-law, she used to always be like, my son funny.
Right.
You, my son, funny. He had me laughing here all the time. You need to ask him to help you write some jokes. That's what he was telling me to do. Right? So one day, I went to one of his shows with her and my wife. I didn't even want to go. I didn't even want to go to the shit. I didn't even go live. I was like, we argued. You know, I argued with my wife. I don't want to go to the shoot. I was trying to do something else. But I ended up going. And man, listen, I sat in the crowd. I had like a what's it called? An epiphany? Man, like I felt like I was in a whole bunch of fucking tall ass grass for miles. This is what it felt like. It was just all tall grass all the way up to my like chest. And I'm walking through that shit and found a pearl in that motherfucker. That's what it felt like. I said, I can do that. I can do that. That's what I should be doing. They was talking about like jagging off and shit. I'm like, I jag off all the time. My stories would be way funnier. So, you know, and so after that, I was saying I wanted to do it. I kept saying it. Nobody was like believing me and stuff. I got a notebook and started carrying it around. And I remember my first homeboy who believed in me, my homeboy Coco. I went over his house. Because he a musician. And he was like, he the first person who actually believed in me. It was crazy. He like, all right, you want to do comedy? I'm going to take you to some spots. And he took me to some shows. I started seeing comedy shows. And it just went from there. I just started rocking it out, man.
So I hear what you're speaking just now, right? Of how it all began. But I don't think you told everybody where you originally from.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm Midwest, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, all day, born and raised, man. Midwest kid, ill meal. It's crazy. I have to get out of there, man. They got a gang called the Kia Boys there.
The Kill Boy.
Kia boy. If you got a Kia, they stealing your shit.
Oh, okay.
Hands down, you're not getting away from
They
it.
gave them a whole name.
And they Kia, and they crash the cars and drive and kill each other and shit. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, it would be wild in Milwaukee. I have to get out of there. Get out, man. I still love it though. Great place.
And I'm sure. So that's why, like when you was telling the story earlier, like I've seen you perform. A lot of other people haven't seen you perform. Mm-hmm. But you already said what was your inspiration and all that, and with your mother-in-law and all that. Yeah, what I'm saying. I know you had to gather a lot of your experience, your jokes from the experiences that you've gone through throughout those years. You know what I mean? Just tell us, man, on how you actually put that together, because we're gonna get into philosophy.
No,
being a comedian, Cap.
Yeah, because when I first started doing comedy, when I started getting on the stages and stuff, I didn't know what I was doing. I started trying to write what I think people are like. I remember the first joke I said, I'm gonna look at all the ladies and say, we must got the Shallow Hal theme going on in here. A bunch of bitches beautiful on the inside. And man, nobody laughed at that shit. I offended every woman in there, shit. Right. But I didn't know it was funny. And so it was this cat who was throwing shows in Milwaukee. It was called It's Just Jokes Entertainment. Mm-hmm. And his name Bernard Brown. And shout out to Bernard too. He an integral part of me, because I was going to his shows. Okay. Trying to get reps. And so I wasn't doing good. No, every week he'd let me, and then I was like, man, fuck this shit, man. I'm done. And so he stopped me. Listen, I'm not lying. He stopped me coming. I got a lot of moments like this where I was gonna quit. But he stopped me coming out, and he was like, hey, T Dot. He was like, man, you funny as hell, but you don't be vibing with the crowd. It was like, talk about yourself and some stuff people might, Right. I didn't know the concept. But he told me the first thing he said was, you funny. Man, he boosted my confidence. I didn't think I was funny at all. Mm-hmm. Wasn't nobody laughing at me and shit. But he was peeping me out, my stage presence and all that shit. So shout out to my man Bernard Brown. He gave me a lot of confidence. And then I came back and I ripped the next week, no doubt. So I started structuring, like you said, around who I am, right? My experiences, and building stories around it, man. I'm like a genius at that,
So I was listening to what you were saying about you being in the military and stuff like that. So were you cracking jokes in the military to them?
You know what? I was.
Or was you like that tough person though?
I was. I was funny there too. Like I said, I wasn't a comedian yet, but even when I was there, you can if you talk to some of the battle buddies I went to Iraq with, I was telling some stories and had us cracking up. Yeah, always, man. Always.
Well, I can imagine some of them stories out there in Iraq. You know what I'm saying? Bullets flying, sandals flipping, and the whole shit.
Oh, man, listen.
So that shit gotta be funny. Man. You know what I mean? Niggas loading shit backwards and all kinds of shit. I mean,
burning shit. That's the most burning shit. I have to burn everybody's shit, literally. We had no toilets.
Wow.
So everybody had to shit in these barrels.
Oh.
And then they had to pick somebody to burn it. Man, listen. I ain't lying. I got pictures of this shit.
I'm getting ready to fuck with you for real on that. I'm getting ready to fuck with you for real on being the motherfucking
shit burner. Man, yeah, man. On that. And then the crazy part, it was like a dude who was in charge of it. Damn. He was like a shit burning fucking professional. He was like, get that boy, let me tell you how to do it. You gotta put motor gas with the diesel gas, mix it together. He knew everything about burning shit. It was fucking crazy, man. But dude, they was talking about it before we got sent off over there to the sandbox. Like, we might not have toilets, so y'all gonna have to burn y'all shit. And they pick people to do it.
Wow.
I was like, man, ain't no way they gonna choose. Ain't no way I'm gonna get that detail. You best believe. You best believe my luck was that motherfucking good, man. That shit was appalling, fam. Burning, you gotta pour it. This is what they do. You gotta pour the piss out first. You have to, cause everybody pissing. I mean, look, barrels of shit, tissue, piss, tampons, motherfuckers throwing up in there, all kind of filth. It's swishing when you pull it. Swish, swish, swish. God, there was 4 or 5 barrels of that shit, and it's a full job. It take you 8-9 hours to burn all that shit.
God damn,
man.
Yeah,
I burned it to ashes. Yeah, man, it was crazy, man.
Yeah, I know that had to inspire you to hurry up and get the fuck out of
here. What? Gotta be something better than this.
Yeah. No question about that. You know what I mean?
Shit.
So we know, because I'm kind of building up to something right here. So we already know you've been in the military. You already know your thing. I mean, talk us about some of the gang banging experiences that you had. Like a lot of people don't believe. A lot of people don't believe that's real though. You know.
All right, listen, not too much. I am from the Midwest.
No, wait, hold it. Let me just say something real quick. You know what I'm saying? I make sure you use the word allegedly around here.
Right.
Listen, don't be saying nothing to fuck around and indict yourself.
No.
I'm not testifying for your ass.
I'm going to keep it real. You right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to keep it real with you. Okay, so in my neighborhood, they had like, it was GD gang. My family all gangster disciples and shit, most of everybody. But with me, I'm like, shit, to get in the gang, you have to get jumped in, get your ass beat. I was like, whoa. I want the protection, but I don't want to get beat up for it. Can I pay my way in this motherfucker shit?
Can I do something funny?
Yeah. Can I arm wrestle one of you niggas something?
Right.
I was like, nah. So I mean, I was affiliated, man, by association, but man, I didn't ever get jumped in. So nah, I can't be official, you know.
Right.
I didn't get to beat down. Yeah, so you know, man. But yeah, my whole family, man, they was GD, my cousins, and they still claiming, you know, they still repping to the core.
Yeah.
Larry Hoover.
So speaking of everything with the comedian stuff and different things like that, when you go on stage with your stage presence and different things like that, every time, is it always something different, or do you prepare? How do you prepare when you go on stage?
You know what?
Or are you like already ready when you just go out there? Or are you nervous?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you know, all of that shit. All of that shit. I'm gonna keep it real. Every show is different. And you can ask any comedian in the world. Every show is different. No matter who you are, you don't know how people gonna receive this shit you saying. I bet you I remember I did a show where it was Earthquake and a bunch of other motherfuckers on there, right? And I had did my little thing. I was geeked up. Like, you know, I ripped it. It was at a big theater and shit. And then Earthquake, he was about to go up, and I looked back. He was like in the back pacing, and you know, he was, you know, I might probably you know, throw some new stuff up. I got like catalogs and catalogs of jokes I haven't even done yet. I be scared. I ain't even gonna lie. I just do what works. But yeah, you know, it depends on the situation. You know.
What about? I mean, so we always talk about the good times, like you know, when you're having good shows and people are laughing. And shit. What about them times, man? With
the bad times?
The bad times. How do you recover when you when you bomb it?
I don't know.
And it's not your fault that you bomb it. It's just that sometimes you just gotta.
Or if it's like, it's like only 10 people that show up, you know what I'm saying?
Matter.
Or you just
don't matter. Listen, that shit don't matter, man. It don't matter. You can do a show in front of 2 people, and if you funny and they cracking up, you gonna be good. Okay. That don't matter. Don't let nobody make people be like, oh, I did material for a whole crowd. No, it's about being fun, and that's another skill. You know, you gotta be funny.
Right.
That's it. Bad times, man. Where the fuck do I start? Oh my. Okay, let me tell you one that really sticks in my mind when you say that. And then I got like a little a moment at the end of this one. So they had the Def Comedy Jam auditions in Atlanta. Okay. This guy named Bob Sumner. He was a talent scout
big shout out to Big Bob Sumner. That's one of the homies Amelia made.
You know, Bob Sumner.
Yeah.
Bob Sumner was throwing a event, Def Comedy Jam auditions, but it never panned out. But you know, that's how entertainment is. You gotta take shots. It's hit or miss. Sometimes you do it all for nothing. But it was in Atlanta. I was working for Coca-Cola at the time. And I remember I was telling my boss, I was like, I'm trying to follow my dream. I need these days. I was arguing with him for the days off and shit. He's all right, man. You got it, man. I went out there, got me a hotel and shit. Listen, man, it's 200-300 motherfucking comedians, right? Nah, I'm exaggerating, but it's about, no lie, about 100 comedians. It's a lot of motherfucking comics. And he gave his spiel about something. Yeah, you know me, and I brought out Chris Tucker and all these guys, man. I make stars, you know. He did his spiel and shit. And so the show get to going. Comics ripping, going. It's packed house at Uptown Comedy Corner, the old one.
Okay.
It was the old one. And so, man, the night going. I'm sitting there. I'm anxious. I'm on ice. Hours going past, 50, 60 comedians then went up. Man, now I'm looking, it's getting light in the bitch up in there. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Everybody leaving. I didn't even go up yet. And it's still not my goal, you know?
Right.
Man, so I went to the host. I'm like, dog, man, I want to go up, man. Hit my hand. I was like, I could have did this 3 hours ago, motherfucker. Shit. I gave the nigga like $20. His name Big Rome from Atlanta. I gave him like $20 or something, and he was like, man, I'm gonna bring this little motherfucker from Midwest. Man, listen, when I went up, motherfuckers was busting tables and shit, putting chairs up. I looked out there and saw it like, all right, the judge is still here, fuck it. Man, I went out there, man, I had cold feet, man.
Wow.
I suck, man. I bombed like a motherfucker. And then the DJ played some song like, he tried his best. He did what he could. Some shit, I don't know what the fuck. Man, listen.
Oh, man.
You talking about a nigga was choked up. I couldn't even barely talk, man. Man, my feelings were so hurt. I get to the hotel, I couldn't sleep. I had to go to work the next day. I spent plenty money getting out there. I was like, nothing. So the next morning, I get up. I had the early ass flight. I was so tired because I couldn't sleep. So I was drunk in the morning. I fuck around and dozed off at the airport. Missed the flight, right?
Wow.
I wake up. My flight was at 9. I get up at like 9:15 or something, 20 or some dumbass shit. Like, the plane was gone, 9:30 or something. I'm like, ma'am, I'm so tired. She was like, I'm sorry, shit. 4 o'clock could probably be the next one. Dog, listen, this is no lie, y'all. I bust out crying like a bitch. Well, man, listen, full cry face. I was walking through the Atlanta airport. Everybody was looking at me. I didn't care. I let it all out. And I was saying to myself, I quit this shit. I'm gonna go to my job and be a fucking manager. I was broken, right? Then I sat down and I didn't want to quit. So I started praying. I ain't even gonna lie. This is a true story. I started praying. I was like, man, God, this is what I said. This is exactly what I said. I said, God, you gotta show me a sign right now or I'm quitting. Like he was gonna really show me a sign. But he did. That's why I ain't quit to this day. I opened my eyes and right across from me was some more.
Wow.
She saw me. She was looking at me. I had tears on my eyes. She was like, and she kind of went to her business, and I was like, that's the sign. I wanted to tell her so bad, like, God just told me, I wanted to break it down so bad. But I ain't say nothing. And then Chris Carter was there. Okay. Remember Chris Carter? He was talking to her and the dude she was with. And I was like, all right, that must be the
must be the sign.
And I kept going after that. Yeah, but that was one of the low points.
But the thing is, you kept going and you didn't stop.
Yeah.
And that was a manifestation too, that you actually manifested, that and asked the Most High to give you a sign, and you got a sign right then and there.
Cause he knew I was at wit's end. When I missed that plane, y'all missed the plane before?
You missed the plane.
Man, you be sick. I was at wit's end. I broke down. I really cried. I was tears. I didn't even care. I was free at that moment.
So from us hearing it, we ain't big on name dropping around here. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody need their flowers, we absolutely give it to them.
No doubt.
And so with that being said, you've had the opportunity to be able to perform with some well-known names in the community is what I should say.
I have.
At any point, shape, point, time, has anyone ever dropped you some invaluable jewels that helped you throughout your career at this time?
Yeah. And you'll be surprised, it wasn't really a lot of comics that did it. It was I met Clifton Powell one time.
Wow. Shout out to Clifton Powell.
Clifton Powell.
Clifton Powell.
He probably
great
won't
actor.
remember me and shit.
Great.
But he was in Milwaukee one time. Somebody had brought him there. He was actually trying to do some comedy and shit. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. That nigga, he know he was fucking up, but he was just having fun. And I was talking to him after the show, and he told me, he was like, T Dot, he was like, he asked me how old I was. He was like, oh, you kind of up there, but you still look young. Your skin looks nice. He was like, keep eating good. He was like, don't have no vices whenever you get to Hollywood or New York or wherever you're going. Mm-hmm. He was like, none. He was like, if you got them, he was like, either try not to have none or don't let people know you got them, because that's all people go feed, vices. And he started breaking them down. He was like, women, drugs, alcohol, right, shit like that, all of that stuff. So I was like, cool. And when he told me that, I kind of been trying to like break them yokes in my life, since then.
Yeah,
ever since then, man. That was like some good advice. I ain't really broke the weed yoke yet. Getting high as a motherfucker. The liquor either. Shit. Yeah. But I'm married, I don't really lust over. I mean, women are beautiful. I always admire every woman's body and physique and shit, but
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I admire y'all. But look but don't touch. Shit, look but don't touch. Yeah. I admire women, hell yeah, but I'm a little past that, fucking on a bunch of. I ain't with that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? At some point, and sometimes in life when that, that's just be normal. But then there's time in life where that shit is abnormal. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not fucking with that. You know what I mean?
But the drugs and shit, goddamn. But no, he was like devices though. So that was like some of the best advice I got from a entertainer. And then coming up, as far as like writing jokes, a lot of people was telling me about just getting material together. I was lucky to grow up around Chicago. Man, let me tell you, man, Chicago got some of the best comedians on earth, man. They breed some really good ones, man. And a lot of them are my friends too, man. I'm blessed to know. But listen, I used to throw I started hosting a show in Milwaukee called Midwest Comedy Night. That's how I really got my notoriety in my city. I host a show, I bring a headliner in, and I'll be the host, getting my little shit off and shit. But I was bringing these brothers in, a lot of them from Chicago, man. They was headliners, man, back then, and I was soaking up from them. They're like, T-Dot, it's about material. You gotta have material. How much material? How long can you stay up here with material, not bull jiving everybody? And so that's some advice I got, but I got that from multiple comics.
So is it prominent, like when you, like for different shows with different comedians, is it good to do the same routines at different events, or kind of like switch it up on certain things? Because sometimes I know when people go out to certain events to a comedy show or whatever, they'll go and it's something different, but then when they go back to this other the same person comedy show, then that same person doing whatever they did for their first. So do you think it's always good to kind of switch it up in between, or maybe keep it the same, or
Well, if you ain't got no jokes, you can only do what you got.
Right.
That's number one. A lot of motherfuckers ain't got jokes, so they gotta either do some bullshit or the same thing. That's number one. You gotta have jokes.
Yeah.
I've been doing this shit for some years, so I got a lot of material. I can switch it up. So I would say if you're doing a venue twice, you gotta give them something else. Sometimes it be the same people there, and people want to see something different. It ain't like music where you hearing your same song and vibing to it. We live. They want to hear more of you. What else you got? So, and I get that. That's cool. It's fun. When I first started doing comedy, I wrote new jokes like every week, and then the OG comics was like, "Dude, you gotta like work material," and which is true. I even heard Jay Leno say this, like. Because it grows.
Right.
It grows. Like you start getting more stuff added on as you work it. So You know, it's a combination of both.
I think it's important with anything, especially even like with no matter with comedians, actors, rappers, artists. You know, you have to switch it up, and you have to switch up that craft.
It's about preparation.
Absolutely,
definitely. You got to prepare. Absolutely. A lot of people don't think comics prepare, man. Listen, man. I be in the mirror. I be telling jokes, saying the whole routine like I got an audience at home. Yeah, you got to prepare.
You got to prepare.
If you want to be good, I think you should.
Or
successful, or you know, just going over material. Yeah, and then once you get up there, it might seem like it's just natural, but a lot of these cats, man, who look like that, they work really, really hard, man, really hard, just to find the new stuff, the new ideas. Really, all you gotta do is live. That's what I say. I got that from a comic. Where the material come from? Just keep living. Shit. It's gonna come.
Some shit'll happen.
But you know, if you're a comic, you got that creative. It's there. Everything you see. You know, somebody can make a joke about something. Somebody, you know, could. That's how creative cats are. So
no doubt.
It's just in your head. You just gotta keep living and keep creating. You know.
Talk about a bit about the business aspect of it. I know a lot of people thinking that you could just be funny and get on stage and it'll happen. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's the crazy part. Yeah, the business part. When you first get started, it makes it. When you get into that, it stops being fun for a minute. You know.
No question.
You know, because I mean, it's good, it's fun, and it's not because you're getting paid for talking shit.
Right.
That's a good thing. But then you start feeling like people start feeling entitled. You feel like you're worth more sometimes. Then you get, you know, the entitlement come in.
Yeah. They can say anything they want to.
Yeah. And you can't get played, man. A lot of promoters play comedians. Oh man, I ain't got played so many times. Let me holler at you, fam. We ain't do good at the door. Who's we? Shit. We.
Right, what you mean we?
So yeah, the business part, number one, you gotta pay some dues. What you said previously, everybody feel like they could just come in and get paid. And some people, let me take that back. Now they are.
Right.
Cause you can make your own NBC, CBS, ABC with your fucking internet page.
Right.
I ain't hating on these little niggas who doing it. Hell yeah. So, I mean, people getting paid out the gate. It's like the NBA now. Shit, you know?
Right.
They get people. So, a lot of people not going through that shit I spoke about previous. And
there's so much stuff out here.
Yeah.
Now. Like, people get paid off of reels. And,
yeah. So, it's YouTube different now.
Views and everything.
It's different. And I got caught up in the middle of that. Like I said, when I started, all the OGs was telling me you got to have material. Now, you pick up the camera and run down the street with your drawers on, or go burp in motherfucker's ear at fucking Walmart. You know, they be burping in motherfuckers' ears
and crazy shit.
And all this crazy. But people like that. I can't subject myself to that. And listen, I'm not hating on it. That just ain't me, you know. I'm a theater major. Everything I did been up top since I've been doing it, so I'm gonna just keep it there. I prayed on that one day because everybody be like, "Man, you gotta get on the internet and burping motherfuckers' ears." You know what I'm saying? Run with your drawers on and do the skits, which is cool. If something come, I definitely would. I did a couple, but you know, it gotta come. I ain't finna just force it.
You said you went to school or you was like in theater for that. Do you think that that's kind of like important for any comedian starting out or a young comedian starting out, try to get some theater experience? It definitely
would help. Like I said, they break down every level of stage presence, movement. We had a semester on movement, which really helped me because I didn't know how uncomfortable I was in my body and shit. Mm-hmm. Some people are uncomfortable in their body and you don't move. I remember this one exercise they had us just come out and stand in front of the class and don't say, and know everybody just stare at you for like 3-4 minutes. And how you react to that, man. That shit weird as hell, I'm telling you. You could try it with about 4 or 5 people. It'll fuck you up, man. But yeah, they break it down. Movement, then voice and speech, and then, you know, then you act. So yeah, it's a really good, you know, it's good to get that, you know, them skills. Denzel Washington was a theater actor.
Right.
He one of the best.
Because he helped
He helped Chad, yeah. But some Hollywood actors is, you know, straight movie, but some came up through theater, live theater first. Like Gary Sinise, John Malkovich. It's a couple good ones, man, that came through theater first.
Didn't Samuel Jackson also come up through theater?
He did theater too.
Yes.
Yeah, he did theater too. So yeah, man, it's definitely a good skill to have. You know, help you with stage presence and all of that.
And then you doing theater, and then your comedy, you also act as well, correct?
I act too, you know.
So tell us about that with mixing in theater and stuff.
So
are you in some films and different things?
I am a couple of films. So when I was in theater, I met some producers who was doing theater shows, you know, out professionally. I did a couple of them, and then I met my guy Ruben Whitmore. He was the head videographer at the Arts Institute in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's probably closed down now. Ruben did. He actually SIBO. He was talking about SIBO. He produced that video, Birds in the Kitchen. Remember that back in the day?
Yeah.
He produced E40 video, Time of Time. So yeah, Ruben the bad motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
So he was doing videos, and so he got a wind of me, and we shot this movie called Role Play. It's on like a Prime Video right now.
Okay.
Yeah, me and a bunch of
check that
check that out if you ain't seen. See Role Play. It was bunch of comics from Milwaukee, my homeboy Kelly Kells, Miss Cutting Up, Gigolo Jackson, The Jester. It was a good cast, man. We had a good time. So I did that. We shot another movie. I did some ensemble roles, one called Disconnection Notice. I shot a lot of short films in a 48-hour film festival. One called It's Cold Up North. Another, we shot a full-length movie that was in a festival called Life of the Party. I had to play a pedophile, and well, not really a pedophile, I guess so. Somebody was fucking on their cousin and shit. Then I came to her wedding and tried to console her. I was like, what the fuck, for real?
And knowing you don't even do that in real life, they be wanting to give you parts like
I nailed it, though. I was a pervert.
It's so different.
I was doing pervert shit. Yeah, and I was from the South and shit. So
I can relate because when I was in this film called I Am Unique, they was like, "Oh yeah, Sonny, you know you gotta be this mistress chick and take this this guy from this guy." I'm like,
what?
Like I don't do that.
That should be great. See, that's what I'm saying. Anybody who in this art shit who do good, I got so much respect for them, man. Couple instances. Number one, I'm gonna just get this out the way. I went to an opera show. Man, I didn't, you know, niggas don't go to opera. Man, that shit raw as a bitch. They acting and singing at the same time to them. You know, I'm an artist now, so I'm like, what the fuck? And how long did it take me to do that?
That gotta be a lot of work.
Oh man,
you know, them doing it.
Maybe respect. Dance too. That's the same. And then damn, I forgot what I was gonna say. It was one more point I wanted to make. But anyways, yeah, I just respect. Oh yes, I just remembered it. I was doing a play, right? People who gotta like kiss and have sex with people. Listen, that shit is uncomfortable. Number one, I don't know about y'all. Y'all might be freaks and just take your clothes off and lay down with anybody.
And you know what? Listen, that's true because I remember when Janet Jackson did the Poetic Justice, she made Tupac take a AIDS test.
I remember that.
And sometimes it is hard because if somebody's telling you to kiss somebody on scene, you don't know where their mouth been or you know what I'm saying?
That shit is uncomfortable.
How can you like how is that like? I mean, are you like to turn that down, or if somebody offers you money, like, hey, would you do this? Would you would you really jeopardize yourself to actually do that? Some people would, you know, do it for the money, but you know, even for the money, some people won't. You know what I'm saying? Because they'd be like, you know, would you?
You know what? I won't compromise something I feel too uncomfortable with. I definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't. I was finna say I got kids. Fuck them. For me, shit. You know, my own dignity. I couldn't live with shit like that. It'd be hard for me to look in the mirror. You know, don't do shit you can't look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know, I did that. If you can't do that, then I would say don't do it and shit. So that's how I gauge that. I was doing this play one time, and it was with this director named Willie Abney, the great Willie Abney. It was a theater company called Hansberry and Sands, and we was doing a play. I forgot the name of it, but I know I was cheating on my wife, and then the girl I was cheating with, we was doing a lot of like kissing and smooching, and so I guess it didn't look right to him. So he like, every day this was finna happen. You go come in here, you kiss her, you grab her titties, the pussy, her ass, and you grab on his dick, and y'all start tongue kissing. And I thought he was playing, and she all professional about it, like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I was like, for real, motherfucker? So I remember the first two, it was uncomfortable, but then after like the 4th or 5th day, I come in like, get your ass over here, bitch.
I guess you gotta be.
But then I told my wife about it. She was mad as hell at me, like, what the fuck? I told her like when I got comfortable to fit.
Yeah, because that's
you gotta be truly comfortable to really do that, because like some actors, they will, like, you know, Denzel Washington's been in some films, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think he really
and different things like that, and you know, just certain people being in films and being, you know, intimate with people.
But some of that is different. Like, some of that gets switched out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes there's a doubles. And sometimes, you know, like T Dot was saying, sometimes you don't want to compromise yourself.
Yeah, man.
But for how much money will I not compromise myself?
Yeah, that's hard, man.
That's a question.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Where motherfuckers say, go there and tongue kiss that motherfucker for $3 million.
God damn.
When the fuck do you say in your mind, fuck that $3 million?
Fuck that $3 million. Right. Damn. I don't even know if I'm that cold. Like, yeah, fuck that shit. You tongue kissing her?
Let me ask you this. Would you wear a dress?
Nah.
Like, because you know they got some comedians that do that.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? That's you know, that'll do that.
So, Sonny, you brought up something, and I want to ask T Dot.
I mean,
so T Dot is funny naturally. From all the times that we see him, it's natural.
Right.
When the fuck do you ever have to reach for the gimmicks, yo?
You know what? I try not to at all.
Okay, my man.
I don't think you should. Mm-hmm. Even, and I'm not saying it's wrong, but like current event material, I don't even do a lot of that, man. I just go with whatever comes to my heart. Whatever. I try to have mass appeal.
Right.
Okay. Well, right. I want to be able to go to India and do a show.
Yeah.
I just want to do human.
Right.
Whatever we go through our human experience, it's all the same, man. It's kind of all the same. Right. And I feel like I can articulate. I'm talented enough to articulate my experience to anybody where they can understand it, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's been my key to being fun. And then like my favorite comic of all time is Corey Holcomb.
Okay.
And he is just he all of that, man. He way brasher than me, but he cut from that same cloth. You know, he just do natural what he believe in and stuff. You know,
like Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin,
yeah,
old school Eddie. Yeah, I like Eddie Griffin too.
Hey, I just want to say this because it's all coming running back to me now. So the night that we seen you perform,
yeah.
I'm not gonna say I had expectations.
But you was like, who is this thing? Who is this thing? I get that all the time, man. I like that. I welcome that shit.
Yeah, no question, T. You know what I mean?
I don't look like I'm a comedian.
Because we was walking in and I was working too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta make sure I'm looking at shots and setting up, cameras and directing shit and all that.
Yeah.
Then they come with the jokes.
And then they come with the fucking jokes and shit. You know what I mean?
Hell, these cameramen.
And so it was cool though. I mean, just the reason why I said that is a lot of comedians don't understand how to not only be a comedian, but, and I'm gonna leave this to you, how you seize moments. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like when you be out and certain things happen that might not have even been in your routine.
Right, mm-hmm. right.
But you seize that moment, that opportunity.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And kill them. Because when you just went to telling jokes when we came in that motherfucker, it was some funny shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, them moments is awesome, man. The crowd work shit, the current event shit. Them you can't lose.
Right.
I don't think you can lose, long as you got some funny shit.
Right.
You know, if I got something, I always hit them with it. Like I said, I'm not nothing contrived. I'm not forcing nothing.
Yeah, no question.
I'm coming with it, and then if something fit, then I'm gonna put it in.
Has anyone ever got mad that you flamed them, or do people get mad at that?
Yeah, that's why I don't fuck around. I had a, number one, I don't like talking about people anyway. I mean, I don't know. It's funny. I laugh at when people get people and shit, but that's not my thing. I don't like hurt people's feelings. That's just me and shit.
Yeah.
I need to change that though. I need to be ruthless. That's a story for another day. But so no, I don't really do that. But yeah, man. That's a whole nother level, man. That I don't know, man. I really don't fuck with, man. I try not to tap into it. I did a show back in the day. And
they always say don't sit in the front, cause
no, it was this Jamaican dude. It was a Jamaican dude in the audience. He wasn't even in the front. I said something to him. I was talking about something about STDs or some shit, and real brother, you know them some shit. Man, he came like, what do you say, bitch? He kept coming up.
Wow.
He was turning his head like side to side, getting closer to. I'm like, what the fuck he finna do? I was like, nah, I ain't finna be fucking with motherfuckers too much. I only had a couple experiences where people get mad. And then I was in Kalamazoo. It wasn't even me, it was a comic before me. He talked about somebody and they was carrying this dude out. He was holding on to the door, legs like, Michaela, that's my leg. At the snap, I'm like, damn. So yeah, it's serious.
Comedy show, you gotta be
prepared.
Listen. Like even when we came in with the cameras and y'all started flaming, I was laughing.
Listen.
Yeah, it was good talk.
Listen, we live in this world where people is fucking crazy.
Oh man,
comedy show my ass shit. People crazy, man.
Yeah.
Some people come to the comedy show mad.
Yeah, no question.
You don't know what's on the motherfucker's mind, man. Yeah, man.
So T Dot, man, you know what I'm saying? What's the overall vision? What's the goal? Do you one day look to have your own comedic company? Yeah. I mean, I know you in the theater. Are you talking about doing movies?
Yeah.
You tell us, man, the whole mix of how you gonna put that all together.
Well, yeah, I'm doing some right now. My ultimate goal, I wanted to get into films. I wanted to create, because you get a lot of money, capital off making films and stuff. If I can get some good art out there, I wanted to get into that. But what I wanted to do was open up a theater company back where I'm from.
Okay.
I wanted to put like theater back in a black community. Man, I swear, man, my experience with theater was amazing. I wish I could have shared it with everybody.
Okay.
I got inspired so much, man. And it's kids just like me.
Yeah, no question.
Who I didn't know, like I told y'all, I've been funny my whole life, but I was never around nobody to bring it out.
Right.
Or nobody to even, I didn't even feel confident to even do that. Like I said, everybody was GD and this and that. So I was the artist the whole time. And so I want to give back that way. It's kids who don't.
You want to help flip their switch on.
Right.
Yeah, man. Listen, people don't express themselves sitting in the classroom. Mm-hmm. Some people express themselves through art.
Yep.
And is really good at it.
Absolutely.
And neither one is wrong. So one of the things I want to do is provide an opportunity. I want a theater company, an art company where kids can. Not just kids, but just people of all ages, man. We create. It's a lot of jobs in that. It's stage management, people who build the sets. That's just like I was sucked at that. I have no ingenuity. Fuck. I had stage management in college. Shit, I got an A because I skipped every day and just signed my name and shit. But I can't fix shit, man. Shit. But they got that. People who build sets, people who hang lights. Directors, it's just so many jobs.
That's super dope to be able to go in there and to be able to do that for the kids and actually really teach them and show them how to do these things instead of where they opening up a book and they just learning stuff and just getting somebody actually in there and be like, no, look, you can be this too. This is how you can do this. This is how I learned. So let me teach you so you won't have to go.
It builds confidence. Not only confidence, hope, man. People don't need to learn. Confidence and hope, man. That'll take you further than anything in this life.
Don't just give them the fish. Take them and show them how to
exactly.
How to fish. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that's one. But right now, I'm writing now. I've been kind of like I've been right on and off with the writing shit, but I got a couple films that I wrote and a web series that I'm working on. I just hooked up with my management team, Habu Films and Hot City Entertainment, and they we trying to get some shit going, and they on my ass because I be lazy, you know. Like I said, I be fucking. I don't believe myself. Just be a manager, and I, you know, slack off a little bit, but I'm still in the game, real tough, man. You know, and I can't go away. Shit, I'm in now. People fuck with me. People want to fuck with me. You know, it be like a mindset. You not where you feel like you should be or looking. That's why I don't look at what everybody else doing now. You know, I went through that stage. Like, man, I'm funnier than him. Why the fuck I? You know, it's on you. It's on the work you. It's on the work you doing, man. So you know, I'm just trying to get that together with the company I'm with. Trying to get some like art on its feet. Hopefully we can get some stuff going, get these films going. It's a lady here named Brenda Combs. She wrote a movie about her life. Y'all know Brenda? Yeah, I'm supposed to get a role in that movie. We supposed to be shooting that here. So yeah. I'm trying to get in with the film and acting community here on the West Coast.
Great, because that is pretty big.
Big.
Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then just rocking it out. I'm, you know, always working on material. I want to shoot this special at CB Live this fall. Okay. An hour special. And I kind of want to put it on the streaming network, but I'm gonna just have it in my back pocket for now. But I'm gonna do that this fall. I'm gonna shoot an hour special up there, so y'all make sure y'all come up there and check that out.
Absolutely, man. It sounds like a media made,
you know, TV. Yeah, all of that good shit. It's gonna be all the way live, and you know, they want to try to put it on like they said Netflix, not Netflix, Tubi.
Tubi's hot. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there's also Roku.
And Roku too, right? Yeah.
And Media Made TV is on Roku.
Well, listen.
So we gonna figure that out.
So we'll chop it up. We'll chop it up about that.
Absolutely.
But
so are you independent? Do you like kind of have like creative control over everything that you're doing, or or you have some people that's kind of like helping you, you know, guiding you through the way, or you just do like everything yourself?
Listen, I do everything.
It's hard, ain't it? It's like crazy.
Yeah, that's why I be like, fuck it sometimes. Like, I started out producing the show on my own and learning that angle, and I write my own material. I mean, I get things from people, like if I see something, you know, but do I got a team that's just there? No, me and my wife write jokes at night and shit. You know, she write jokes with me and shit. So, you know, shit like, it's all me, independent. I don't owe nobody.
Yeah, no doubt. So, T Dot, baby, you know, I just want to say, man, it was a beautiful thing that you came out. You sat with us for a little while, man. You know what I'm saying? We always love when you around, man. It's always a cool, gravy thing, man, when T Dot in the building.
Yeah.
But before we go, man, I need you to shout out and plug everything and everybody, man, that's helped you get to the place, man, where you are today.
Man, definitely, man. Number one, let's just start from the mill, man. Shout out to all the comics that came over me, man, that helped me out. My man D Rock, Chastity Washington, John Funny Man Payne, all the old school comics in Milwaukee. My man Chalk, the show I went to, even though that show was foul, that's why I was inspired. Like, I can do better than that, but I was inspired, man. Even here on the West Coast, Ruben Whitmore, who we did the movie with, shout out to Ruben Whitmore, Rob Phillips, that Media Circus, they doing their thing out in the mill. My man Crown Skorsky, Stefan, another producer, shout out to him, man. When I came out here to the West Coast, my man Bobby Johnson introduced me to all the comedy club promoters. So I got to
Bobby Johnson,
give it up for Bobby Johnson, OG. You know, Mellow B Entertainment, man. I ain't even gonna lie, without Bobby, I wouldn't have got juiced in like I did, man.
Okay, and talk, baby.
And shout out to my management team, John Hudson, Hapu Films, his beautiful wife. We finna do some big things, man. Shout out to my beautiful wife, you know, who be keeping me on my toes. We be arguing like a motherfucker. But she keep me on my toes. It's my baby, man. Shout out to my wife, my beautiful wife, man. Yeah, man. And we here, man. I like to thank me, like Snoop said.
Hey, you got to.
I like to thank me.
Every day, in that order.
My mom and dad, that's where I initially got the funny from. My cousin K.O., Yeah, man. My cousin K.O. funny as hell too. I need to get him out here. But my mom and dad funny as hell. That's where I got it from. So yeah, man. Shout out to everybody,
no doubt, man. Let them know where they can find you, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Most definitely.
Links and all that.
I'll be at the Roost on the August 4th. Man, you know what? I feel bad because I got shows and I just GPS them and go to the motherfucker.
Your Saturday shows too, right? With the with David Rayburn.
David Ray. What was his name?
David Rayburn.
David Rayburn. Man, that dude is a whole slimer.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
He a funny motherfucker.
Shout out to David Rayburn.
David Rayburn, funny motherfucker.
I'm busy, goddammit.
He do 20, 30 minutes between each comic, man. So don't let that motherfucker host. Give him a headliner spot. Yeah, shout out to Ray, man. OG, funny as hell. He was good. But I'll be at the Roost August 4th.
Okay.
STG Entertainment throwing a show at the what is it called? The Unit. I don't even know the address. That's on the 6th. Check out my Instagram at T Dot Kingsby. And Facebook at T Dot Kingsby. That's TDOTKINGSBY.
And he'll plug in all the events that
I'm a plug in all them events. Check out the Instagram. Then I'm at JP's Comedy Club next weekend.
Okay.
That'll be the second weekend of August after next week. So come check us in Gilbert. Y'all ever been to JP's?
I have not
it's
been.
real
I've been through that.
Yeah, nice spot, man. Shout out to JP, the owner, Jim Perry. That's my dude. That's my brother. So yeah, and then I'm getting a special going this fall, so y'all look out for that, man. Then I got some shit I'm gonna be out of town going back to the Midwest and doing a few shows. I'm shooting a new film with my man Crown Skorsky out of Milwaukee.
Okay.
This fall, this winter. I'm actually playing a comedian in that film. Yeah, so it'll be dope.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. So yeah, man, just follow me on Instagram because you need followers now. You ain't got to be funny. You need followers. Yeah. Yeah, man. I thought I just had to be funny. I got 100,000 less followers than everybody else. This girl just showing their ass got more followers than me. So yeah, follow your boy.
Come out the gate with 200,000.
Man.
You know.
Yeah, me and my wife was in Jamaica. Let me digress real quick. She was like, "Can I do a TikTok video where I shake my ass in my swimmers?" I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead." This bitch got 500, 600 followers in 2 minutes. I'm like, "What the fuck going on?" People want sex sales, but yeah, follow me, man, at T Dot Kingsby, man. I need them followers, and yeah, I'll be posting everything I'm doing, where I'm at, and I'm definitely gonna be more social too. So man, just follow me. Yeah.
Stuff. Hey man, let me just say, man, we appreciate you coming out. Swear to God,
appreciate y'all
you know
more.
what I'm saying? Always a beautiful thing. But before you go, let me just say this, man. I say this to all my guests, man. May you be blessed in all the things you do every day, my brother, and may you prosper from each and everything that you do, each and every day that you do it.
Yeah,
right?
that's one. That's
my
100.
man.
Thank you.
Peace.
Right.